and
welcome to the Woman Lady Cell podcast.
Yeah,
How did I get it wrong?
I was like, wait, she's about to get it wrong. She's about to get it wrong. And I was gonna let you. I wasn't gonna save you. I was gonna watch it. I was gonna watch the flames go up. Like I poured gasoline all over the house. Whoosh.
Oh, I love having a friend doing my co-hosting with me. So important. I just mean it's amazing.
I mean, I was gonna help you put it out, girl. You know, I was gonna help you.
That's true.
File those insurance payments. You was gonna get your money. I was gonna help you. Girl, after it went up. After it went up, I was gonna help you. So
now that we've saved our show from F to G, and I will not. Good job. Remember,
high five, social distance style. Y'all, let's COVID out here. Don't push me.
You're about 3 inches away from each other. High five, social distance.
Okay. Okay, I think we have a great guest today. But yeah, so we have to talk about how we will live a life, guys.
With pop poetry.
Yeah, we do. We have to talk about that because no one would buy them otherwise.
That's true.
Right? Because we do write poetry, y'all. Just saying.
Yeah.
I can say here, look, what's this?
And I thought the voice was bad with other life lessons around.
It's around here somewhere.
Y'all know what? It's COVID. We was like setting up. Let's just throw some books on there. So what books did I throw in here today? Okay, the Women's Cave, and other pop poems, a misfit guide, and I thought I did my journey alone. Oh, y'all check out some of our audiobooks, especially. And I thought being grown up was easy.
Nah, it's not.
Really, really hilarious.
And since our guest said no, it's not, I get to do this like lovely plug for myself. So since we thought it wasn't, we designed ourselves a little flask.
Merchandising.
With the end, I thought being grown up was easy. So when you figure out it isn't, you can just take shots. It helps.
I mean, not too many. You don't want to start a whole nother pop, but you know.
Wow.
Okay, so what we have a co-host that's gonna just take over the show from now on because
we're not doing well today.
It's just there's a lot of silly on the show today.
Wow.
You guys are picking up on each other's energy.
When are
you guys going to write? And I thought quarantining was easy.
Because it was. It is so far.
It is so nice, y'all. I mean, this is why I'm awake because I took a nap today. It was great.
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. I was like, you know what? I don't have nothing else to do. I'm going to sleep.
Did you take a nap?
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
For 3.5 hours.
Yes.
That's a full sleep.
That's a nap. That's a nap.
A nap is 20 minutes.
The optimal time to have a nap is 27 minutes, I believe. I think that's what I found out. I've done a little bit of research.
Well, that's an ultimate cat nap. She took a full person nap.
Yeah, like a full person. I mean, I took a nap like I was 6 foot. Although I'm only I'm slightly under 5. I took a nap like I was 6.
There you go.
Full rest.
Okay, Tanya, introduce yourself.
Okay.
Without more trouble.
My name is Tanya Todd. I'm an author, actress, screenwriter, and now the new host of the 52 Love podcast, thanks to the prompting of my lovely ladies right here.
Oh yeah, episode 2. Well, we saw it.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, wait. And you can also check out Tanya on her IMDb because apparently she needs those clicks, y'all.
Yep. All right. Now let's introduce our wonderful guest. Wonderful guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
So I'm Sam from the Ball Builders.
And I'm Brad from the Ball Builders.
And together we are the Ball Builders.
Yes, we are.
That's fabulous. I love this. Well, I was so concise. I was waiting for coffee or tea or something. No, okay.
No.
So
Both Builders. I have to ask. Oh, first of all, we heard the story of how y'all got represented. That was a fun story. Yay! Good job on the initiative. But I have to ask. Everyone thinks Bold Builders. They're going to think construction, but you construct something a little bit more in our field, like I don't know, books.
Yeah. We originate from building houses, like loft conversions, extensions, home renovations and stuff like that. And then we was messing about a few years ago on the internet and we started doing some prank videos. And then from there, we just grew basically over the last few years. And we just used that to set up business. So we do books. We've got our own kitchen, our own catering van. What else we do? We've got trade cast, podcasts. We've got, same as you guys, we're just busy.
Doing loads.
Lots and lots and lots. And we just keep chucking mud at the wall and hopefully something to stick.
We're building smiles instead now,
Yeah.
instead of houses.
You really are,
I'm
though.
I'm sure your houses built smiles too, because as soon as you said you used to make loft conversions, I was like, I have some work for you guys.
Yeah, they're gonna come all the way here.
Because it's not COVID, and they're just gonna catch a train, like a plane. They're gonna catch a plane.
Anyway, no,
Not COVID.
you guys have done a wonderful job moving from constructing houses to constructing smiles.
Our business.
Yes. I have one more question that's silliness, just a titch. Oh, we often go to England and we're looking for good food, and you said catering and truck, and I want to know what type of food, and is it good?
We need to eat all the time.
Burgers.
Burgers are our speciality. Healthy burgers, 100% steak mince, no additives or preservatives or whatever, just a bit of salt and pepper, eggs and bacon, your standard sort of stuff that a construction worker would eat.
Man, he said eggs and bacon and burgers. I was like, all right, bunch burger, here I come.
Last question, I promise, from me. How many pieces of cheese do you put on a double cheeseburger?
4.
Depends.
Yes.
We've got a burger builder. Yeah, but we've got a burger builder. You can come to our catering van and you can build your own burger, and it can be stacked. It can have 12 bits of cheese on it if you want. Monterey Jack, hash brown, eggs, bacon, chicken, whatever you like.
Pulled pork.
All right. Yeah, we're coming. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because everywhere else we go, they're like a double cheeseburger has 1 piece of cheese and it's like a half piece of cheese. No,
I'm
sir.
confused.
That's not how you eat.
I was like, I know that we are in another country, but I need to say this is downright un-American. I need 1 piece of cheese. I know we're in England, but I need to say it. Anyway,
we're in England, but it's un-American.
But when in Rome, do what people do. So I eat it like it's good.
Exactly. Okay. Jade or Tanya, y'all have questions?
No, Tanya has questions because I'm done because I had too much silliness today in the night.
Well, since we're already talking about food, I want to know, how did you conceive of the Bald Kitchen? And why did you go that route? I mean, I know that you're all about brand expansion, but that's kind of, that's a whole business in itself.
One of our first ever videos we did was on a building site cooking a fried egg on a brickland trowel.
And a Bunsen.
With a hot torch gun, and we heated up the trowel cooking a fried egg. We love food, so we like cooking. I cook indoors every day for the family. And it was during lockdown the first one
for us
in March for us, wasn't it? That we decided to actually put some money into it and develop the kitchen. We've been talking about a cafe for 2-3 years.
Yeah, years.
Having our own builder's cafe. And then it was in lockdown. I was sitting down with the wife and I said, look, we need to start doing something a little bit different now. And use this time, come up with some new ideas. And that's when the kitchen was born and the kids' books.
Yeah.
So it worked well for us lockdown, didn't it?
We done it as a kitchen instead of a cafe, like a movable van. So then we can sort of tour the UK was the plan.
That's that film, isn't it? You know that film Chef?
Yeah.
That American film Chef?
Mm-hmm.
When he goes around with a taco truck.
That's what we looked into. Like, that was sort of our inspiration, I guess.
Yeah.
And then obviously lockdown and COVID hit, so we couldn't actually travel. But we've got a good plot now, and it's busy.
Well, we're expanding on that as well. So we're going online with it. From April, we're taking the kitchen online where we serve local people. We probably serve about 100, 150 people a day at the moment. But that's people coming up to the wagon, getting their eggs and bacon and their burgers. In April, we're going to be serving the whole of the UK via frozen food delivered in the post.
Wow.
We've expanded.
Wow.
We're expanding already, yeah.
That's insane.
Y'all,
you talking about we build, y'all build much faster.
I know,
right? we're busy. Listen, I ain't been at school since I was 13 years of age. I've been self-employed since I was 16, and I ain't stopped. 4 kids, a wife, and we're brother-in-laws. So my wife and Sam's girlfriend are sisters. We are just constant 7 days a week. It's a family business. We basically live together, don't we? We don't leave each other's side.
No.
And it's just work. It's all about putting the grind in now and letting it come back through later on.
It's amazing that you made it a family business, because, if you're all invested in it, you're not going to have that voice that's part of your family telling you it's not going to work, or, discouraging you from going after what you want. Now you're all part of it.
Exactly that. And we make decisions together as well. So whenever there's got to be an important decision to make, we sit around a table, don't we? We all have our input to it, and we make sure that it's the right one for the business. And that's how we've grown from, 2 years we've been doing this solid now.
Yeah.
2 years solid. We had a break prior, 2 years solid now. We've grown from 30,000 followers to
950 odd on
collectively
Facebook.
about 1.2, 1.3.
It's like a much less violent Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. So if you see James Corden, tell him we're on our way over to take over.
Oh, we wouldn't mind you coming over. Just make sure you bring the burgers and the cheese with you.
Yeah, we got the burgers and cheese. My nan, actually, when I was 13, I think, my nan lives in Pennsylvania. And she had the concessions in the Hershey chocolate factory with the little food vans, the hot dog stalls. And she married, and my nan's over, she's a Brit, and she married an American soldier as my mum's mum. And then she moved out there. So I come out when I was about 12 or 13, and I just went on a growth spurt out there. I stayed out there for a month over Christmas, and we traveled from Florida to Pennsylvania because she's got houses all over. And that was my only memory. It's the only time I've ever been to America, never been back.
I want to go.
Brilliant, mate. Yeah.
I want to go so bad.
Everything's just large. Everything's just so, like, you go to McDonald's and the drinks are like this big. Like,
They're a little smaller now.
Are they?
Unfortunately.
Well, trying to be healthy, y'all. We gotta do this thing.
They used to have a 48 ounce. Now they only have a 32. But that's
only
okay.
a 32. You know,
it doesn't matter to me. I can't drink soda anyway. I can only drink water on the stupid diet. Anyway, moving on.
We're on the same.
We're doing it as well. We're 2 weeks in. 4 a.m. start. We're going for a walk in the morning, and we've cut out all of the.
Did you just say 4 a.m.?
They're from construction.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Boy, and that's when I'm really getting into my good sleep at 4 a.m. Now that's when you get the other side. You get a little moan sleep. It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Dedication. All right, finish telling us about your diet because we need to work on this.
I'm back.
We're 4 a.m. So we're up at 4 a.m. I've got my 13-year-old. He's trying to lose a little bit of the weight at the moment. So we're up at 4. We go for an hour walk. We do an hour training on a boxing bag. And then in between that, we set up the kitchen. And then we get busy with our day and we finish about 7, 8 o'clock at night. Most evenings.
So
4 a.m. I would have had to have like a 6-hour nap, like in between 4 a.m. and like 7 o'clock. I'm gonna have to get some sleep.
She's not lying.
I would have to get some sleep.
She's not.
I'm really not lying. What? I don't understand.
But that's why you look so beautiful, my darling. That's why. That's why you're getting a load of beauty sleep.
I have to sleep. Like, oh my goodness.
So you have the new diet thing going on.
Okay, so
congratulations on being able to keep that during quarantine.
Yes.
First and foremost.
But I really
Jade, have your question.
Yeah, how did you stay motivated, right? Because while you're expanding, and yes, it's a family business, but it takes a certain level of motivation and get up and go to continue to stay on the grind.
Talking for myself personally, and you as well, you've got a bad background, not so much of a great background, but I come from nothing. Literally, I'm paying rent at the age of 13 to my mum. My father left, so I was the man of the house. I had my first kid when I was 19. She's 16 now, 36, thereabouts. And listen, you got to put bread on the table, and the only way to do that is graft, and that's that. So you just get up every morning, and if you get up with a negative vibe, the whole day is going to be negative. So we get up with a smile. We thank God for everything that we got, the smaller things in life. The fact that I've got 4 healthy children and a beautiful wife, and that's enough for me. Anything else is a blessing, you know.
We before we started the Facebook page back up, we was on our asses as well. We had nothing.
2 years ago,
we was trying to build. We was on an extension, and we didn't even have the right tools. We done it with a handsaw, and we just struggled through it. We was knocking on people's doors trying to get work.
We was cleaning gutters 2 years ago, weren't we?
Yeah.
Knocking on doors, scratching around, having no work. But you get up in the morning, you put a tenner's worth of diesel in the van, and you go out and you try and find something. And because of that, and that mentality and that foresight, it comes back through. All you got to do is believe. And listen, I know I've got big parcels coming from the big man. I'm just sitting here waiting for them to come. That's all I'm doing. I'm waiting for them to arrive.
Well, you're not afraid to put in a little hard work, and now you're applying that hard work to yourselves.
100%. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, when we talk about things like this, everyone goes, "Oh, this must be so much easier than all your other businesses y'all started together." Since I hate answering this question, I want you guys to answer it. Is it easier building a brand than it is, I don't know, building homes?
Listen, we could go on a building site now and do 6 days a week.
No more money.
And probably listen, we don't do too bad out of this industry now. It's coming back through and it's starting to come through, but we put it all back in. We could be living a life now where we're driving flash cars and whatever else, but if you look at our socials, we're very humble with it. We bring it down and we invest back into the brand and we give a lot. We probably donated 30 grand last year in 30,000 quid in donations to charities. We could have bought ourselves a Range Rover. You know, it's that we very much, we give back.
And we've employed the family. So
everyone's got a job.
Everyone's got a job.
Yeah, that's very smart. So that you're all earning an income.
Exactly that.
But then we all know what, they all know what we expect and they,
it's on the table, isn't it?
It's there, so.
Nothing's hidden. Finances ain't hidden. The fact that if we need to earn X, Y, and Z a month ain't hidden. And if everyone knows that, then they're all pulling the rope at the same side, isn't they? Really?
Right.
Just mentioning, you can still buy that Range. Just don't put it on social media.
You know, listen. We did that. We've been there. We've had that, and we've had that life. I was a millionaire. I'll be straight with you. I cut the, how long? 5 years ago when I lost it.
Yeah, 5, 6 years ago.
Up to 5 years ago when I was 20. Yeah, I was 27, 28 thereabouts. I was a millionaire. And then we had the recession, and I got caught up in the wrong crowd, and I had a little bit of a court case going on, or a couple. And the big man took it off me. There's a little bit of karma come my way, and I got smacked round the chops with it. And I'm not afraid to take it, and I took it on the chin. I accepted it. I brushed myself off, and we go again. But this time we do it by the book, and we do it 100%, and we make sure that we're giving more than we're taking. And in the end, it will all come back through. And
sounds like it would make a great movie.
It does, right?
I've got some stories. Yeah, I've got a few stories. Yeah.
I want to go back to talking about what you do for the community, because supporting your local community is very important to you, and you use your sizable platform to help others. What are some of the ways that you give back, and how did that become such a priority for you?
So I think the first thing we sort of done was we went around and found some random objects. We found a cable drum, what else was it? A cone.
That was tell the cone story.
So basically, we went and found some random stuff,
like road cones,
road cones, and we cut it in half, cut a hole out, and put a photo of me and Brad in it, like a photo frame. And then we went to one of our mates that owns a like a car garage, and he brought that off us for 100 quid. And then we were selling some other random stuff we'd sort of made. I think we made about 500 quid in the end.
Bit more in a day. So we went out 8 o'clock in the morning. We took the van out. We collected a load of random items. We brought them back to our studios. We made a picture frame out of the cone. Out of the cable drum, we made a table, and we generated about 600-700 quid.
I can't remember the other.
We then took that money. We went to the local supermarket and bought trolley loads of food, and we took it to the local food bank. And so we done that. We done it with the women's refuge. We done it with the homeless shelter.
We done a
children burger and book day.
We done a burger and book day. So we've got a kids burger book, how to make a hamburger, basically. And obviously over here, there was a lot of things about the kids not getting the school meals through lockdown. So we put it out there, and we basically delivered just over 250 burgers and books to all the kids around the area.
Do you get free school dinners? You know, like education. Do you get free meals at school?
Yes,
they do.
Yeah. So I grew up on that. I was one of them kids, and I grew up in a single parent family the whole of my school life. And my boy's 13, and he's the age that I left school. And we was in the van, weren't we, listening to the news, and it was talking about children ain't getting their free school meals at the moment because of COVID, etc., etc. And my boy said to me, he said, "Dad, you don't realise how many kids in my school rely upon free school meals." So I said to him, "Well, we've got to do something about it. We've got a kitchen out there. Yeah, we ain't doing too bad. We've got a kids book. We can feed the brains and the bellies of the children. So we can give them a something to eat today. But if we educate them that they can make their own stuff later on, it's that old taking the elephant to the water scenario, right? It's that, isn't it?
They can cook the burger through the book.
And exactly. So that's what we did. So we took one of our subscription books, we put it as a package with a burger, and then me and Joanne delivered them in the motor. Yeah. We drove around.
That's amazing, because it's a testament to what you're doing, that your son was the one who conceived of something like that. That shows that you're doing your job as a parent, and you're kind of, you're putting it out there in the world that the next generation is also going to be cognizant of this.
You know that I'm glad you picked up on that, and I appreciate that, because what we done at Christmas this year as well, we put on Santa's Grotto. So we put, us and a few of our business owning friends, we put together about $5,000. We knew that no one was going to be going to see Santa this year in our local area. And normally we take our kids to go and see Santa every year. We go all out on it. We love Christmas. And one thing that me and the wife really want to do is have a Santa's Grotto every December. So children can come along free of charge. We're not going to be one of them ones that charge money.
Right.
And we've been talking about it for years. And it was this year that we said, you know what, this is the time that families are going to need a little bit of help. So we did it. So we got all the children involved. Everyone was dressed up. I had a custom made suit. He was Buddy the Elf. I was Mrs. Claus. My wife was Mrs. Claus. All the kids were dressed up as elves.
Yeah.
Socially distanced. And we had to get through a lot of red tape. It took us best part of 4 weeks of time to pull this together. We were dealing with the police, the local council. It was an headache.
Risk assessment, and then we had a location where we were going to go, and then they let us down last minute, so we had to change it all. But
it was an headache, but in the depth of it, we managed to make 600 children happy and smile by coming to see Santa this year, giving them presents totally free of charge.
It was like a 3-hour solid queue.
That's wonderful.
And it was raining.
And it was raining.
Of course, it's England. Of course. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Now, I keep hearing children books. Now, did you write this children book?
This children's book?
Yeah, so listen, I'm uneducated on paper, but I'm very intelligent lifestyle. I've got the brain. So what I do is I put them together. We've got one here. That's our latest one. So they're like little Mr. Men books. So
family. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we do, we've got in-house illustration. So we write them, we sit down, we write them, me and the wife, Sam gets involved. And then we've got an in-house illustrator, and we deliver these once a month. So we've got a monthly subscription. And now we're actually animating the books into cartoons as well. So I'm trying
That's
to get
a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. And where can people see these cartoons when they are eventually animated? Or
And where can they get the books?
So these are currently on our website, thebaldhub.com, and it's we're 8 months in. So we've done 8 books now. So we're 8 months in. We're going for 12, which is April, is our 12th book. And by then we're going to have one fully fledged animated cartoon as well. And at that point, I'm trying to get involved with some sort of production company to give us a hand a little bit and take it to the next level. But before we do that, I need to give them proof of concept. And I think giving them 12 months worth of work, as well as one animated cartoon, which takes 2 months to create on its own, even though it's only 3 minutes, but it takes 2 months for one man to create that one cartoon.
Right.
There's a lot of manpower. We've invested a lot of money into it and a lot of time, haven't we? But I think this is going to be our legacy, because every book has got education. So this one here is about my dog escaped. I've got a little French bulldog. But the educational part about it is not allowing the young children to open the front door. Because that's what they did. They opened the front door, the dog ran out up the road, and the dog could have got killed from it.
Or strangers.
Right.
And luckily for us, he ended up in the park going down the slide with Uncle Slam. But a lot of our books,
really nice.
we do cooking, we teach them how to build. So we've got one book about building a brick wall, but it's got maths. How many bricks do you need to build a brick wall?
There he is up the slide.
Oh wow, yeah. So the dog is going up the slide. That is so cute.
I want the one about the brick wall.
I know, right?
That was our first one. That was our first one in lockdown. So the dog was outside. We just got him during lockdown, well, just after lockdown, wasn't it? Or just before,
Before, yeah.
And he was weeing and pooing around mummy's flowers. That's how it starts. So we had to build a little retaining wall to stop the dog weeing and pooing. So I got Sage and Frank, which are my 2 little ones, 6 and 7-year-olds. They come along and they was helping me build a wall, basically. So Frank was going to get the bricks. How many do we need? Well, you've got to calculate it, because a brick is 9 inches long, and we've got to build something that's 90 inches long. So how many bricks do we need? And now they're calculating it, and they're doing their times tables. My kids are fluent. They're brilliant at maths. Really, really good at maths, because everything involves maths, and money does as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
As I said, that's how my mama taught me math. I was like, I don't get it. And she was like, well, if I start putting money down. And I was like, oh, I get this.
New incentive.
But that's
Absolutely.
right?
I think that is how I learned algebra. Actually, my algebra teacher was like, okay, you need to stop using these variables as like letters or whatever. We're gonna talk about money.
Money.
And I understood that so well.
Exactly that.
So well.
It's just, education. Listen, as I said, I'm uneducated, right? I left school early, but education is grabbing someone. It's their attention, right? Once you've got the child's attention and you're feeding them something what they love to do or they want to see, then they just learn so quickly. Same with me. I couldn't read and write when I left school, but now I run 2 businesses and I do all the paperwork. And we do it fluid because I enjoy it. I enjoy it. My kids, we taught
them maths through Haribo sweets the other day.
Haribo sweets. We bought 100 packs and we had 4,900 individual Haribo sweets. They counted everyone. And we weren't about ratio and we was working about percentages.
We worked the average.
I was wondering where the obsession with the Haribo candy came from this recent wave, because I saw your truck video and you got me.
well, this is the thing, right? So again, this is thinking business. So we wanted to get the attention of Haribo, and how best to get the attention by giving them some viral content. And all of a sudden, we're in contact with their marketing team now about doing some work with them. And that's only been the course of 3 days.
Wow. All right. So what are 3 pieces of advice that y'all would give everyone out here that has that entrepreneurial spirit, but kind of feels like, I don't know if I can do this?
Oh, you just got to believe in yourself is number 1, right? So
just keep going.
Believe in yourself. You've got to have stamina and you've got to have some thick skin because you're going to have some knockbacks in life and you're going to have some punches and you've got to be able to take them.
You just got to keep going. Just get up and go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And the more they keep knocking at the door and the door will fall down.
It's the truth, mate. It's so hard. It is hard. Don't get me wrong. When when you hear it from actors, they go for audition, they get a knockback, they get a knockback, they get a knockback, they get another knockback. You've got to keep going because law of averages says that it's going to come through at some point. So as long as you believe in yourself, it will happen.
Even like what Steve Harvey said about he was on his ass and then he got a phone call.
Yeah.
He made the money, he got to the Apollo and it made his
investing
career.
In yourself.
He
We
just
love
kept
Steve
going.
Harvey, by the way.
That's fabulous.
I think he's brilliant.
Where can people find out more about you and follow you on social media? And
Crime Watch.
Books.
Crime Watch.
Crime Watch.
Oh, okay, sure. Then I guess that's where everyone will go. Then. Sure.
No. Our job
The
is
Bald
to
Builders on all social.
Say it one more time.
The Bald Builders is on all socials. It's the same across the board.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
And your website?
Is thebaldhub.com.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. We really appreciate it.
It's been so enjoyable to interview 2 people.
I know, right? It's been great. It's been fabulous. Thank you. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up. So Tanya, tell people where they can find more about you.
I am on social media at Ms. Tanya Todd, and then you can also check out my podcast on YouTube and Twitter. That's the 52 Love Podcast.
Fabulous. And also your IMDb.
Just look up Tanya Todd. You'll see my picture.
Tanya Todd. I'm going to look at it right now.
All right, because she needs those clicks, y'all. That's how she get jobs. So, all right. And you can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andwethought.com. While you're there, take a moment, go down to the bottom of the ladies.
No, it's the middle of the. Are you doing the ladies page already?
No, not the ladies page. I'm saying
homepage.
At the homepage, that's what I meant. The homepage, and you'll see the Ladies Tale podcast. You can listen to Winona's
podcast, and you can also listen to my script be read by professional actors. My TV script, nevertheless. Okay, Jade, you can say the important part.
Okay, so more importantly than all of that, please take a moment, go on over to the ladies tab, go down to the middle and see the charities that we proudly support. Maybe you can support them too, and we thank you in advance for that.
I have one
thing. Well, really?
We just figured out how to do our normal foster kids book drive.
So
just figured it out. Thanks, Jade's dad. Because we've been sitting here going, we can't do it. So yeah, we are collecting the books. So email us so that we can collect books for foster kids. That would be great.
We do it every year. So thank you for that also. And remember, y'all, wisdom is all around you.
You're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona
and Jade, and I guess Tanya too. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, thanks for listening.
Like, y'all.